Yes, 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 yes. It is time, you guys. It is time. It's time to go over this, what we've been speaking of. This good old monogamy topic. And we got Akbar here live with us today, which is really, really awesome. This is really nice to get it done. So we're going to jump right in here. We're going to go right in here and see and talk about Akbar. You also have a new song out right now too, right?
Yeah. And a song out titled Too Much.
Yes. And who's that featuring on there?
Molly, Katie. Too Much.
Nice. Okay.
The video coming out soon, and it'll be on all platforms, all streaming platforms.
Okay. I'm excited. We're excited to see that. We see the little snippet that was released.
Yeah.
You guys look cool. I wanted some of that money. Let's go into this, Akbar. Now, the reason why I'm glad you was able to come in and do this today was because we've all been fans of Love and Hip Hop. Let's just be real. Who hasn't? There's no person alive probably. They've got some type of whiff of it. But we noticed on there how you were at that time, how you had, multiple women. I don't know how it is now. But the reason why I was glad you wanted to do this with us is because the topic came up of monogamy and how a lot of people struggle with it. And some people are devastated when they found out their partner is involved with someone else. Just thinking about you and thinking about the things that we've seen, especially when it comes to television, do you think that is something that chooses you, or do you choose it?
Monogamy, any relationship is a commitment that you make, and you gotta constantly fall in love with each other. Constant is a partnership. I think Americans, a lot of us didn't have both parents in the household, so it's not common to us to see that type of life, to have a husband and wife. A lot of us come from broken homes. Not having a father and a mother in the same household is a challenge to try to get there because it's new beginnings. So you have this idea, where you get the marriage life from. You watch it from TV shows because your mom and dad wasn't married, so where you get the fairy tale from? Where you get the idea from? So that's the biggest challenge. So now you watch TV and he is a princess. She lived happily ever after. So when your husband get out of jail, because most of the African Americans go to jail, and when he get out, he gonna get we're gonna live together, we're gonna be living good, we're gonna be happy, girl, we're gonna have kids, it's gonna be good. But now, in between time, during that fairy tale, you saw Happily Ever After, Live Happily Ever After in the movie. But during that time, the in between time, you don't know the ugly stages. When you're going through, when you're on your period, when you have children, when you are pregnant, your body starts to change, your mentality starts to, then you have to go through postpartum. No, I'm not. Wrong with me, I'm good. Ain't nothing wrong with me. She started craving for certain food. She started to change. Her temperament started to change. She starts feeling hot. She tells a man she wants him to be near. She wants him to be. But then when he gets closer, she say, "Get away from me. It's hot. Get away from me. Get off me." And he has to get her body on the pillow. It's so much that goes in this relationship. That's why you see a lot of men cheat when women are pregnant. And women say, "Why would a man do that? Like, I'm pregnant with your baby. Why would you?" Dang, you snapping every day. And that other chick you've been talking to, whatever a fake, quote unquote, friend it is, she she over there talking to him, being there for him, like, you keep your head up, it's gonna be good, right? And vice versa, even in a relationship with a woman, talking to her male friend, he over there like, you good.
So I noticed, Akbar, how you mentioned the word, you said that the African American communities, right? So after these little couple hours I spent just researching this stuff, a Dr. Chef, he actually goes over 7 different signs that monogamy might not be okay with might not be the thing for you. He goes over things like if you are the type of person that enjoy communication, you're an extrovert who is passionate about relationships, you love to share in general, you welcome challenging emotions, you don't let jealous thoughts and feelings consume you, you aren't bothered by the thought of your partner being with someone else. Do you think all those traits hold up to a non-monogamous lifestyle?
Yes. You have to be that way. As a man, being in a relationship, experiencing that with multiple women, you can't be jealous. If a woman chooses another man, she wants for you anyway. And you can't be jealous. But I also know every man isn't like me, so that's why I choose not to deal with married women in my life. Anytime a woman was married, I won't mess with her. If I found out she was married,
so
dealing with a married.
So, Mary, the gloves do not come off with you.
No. She's married. If a woman is married, it's a no-no for me. Married, I'm not talking about boyfriend, baby daddy. I'm talking about if you married and you talking about it's complicated and you make a covenant with God, I don't play about that. You don't do that. Because David in the Bible was cursed. In the Quran, anywhere you don't take another man's wife. You don't do that.
I hear that. That makes sense. But I was just thinking that me personally, like I can tap into myself. I think that there is certain people who can probably bring certain things out of a woman.
Yeah.
I could say that. I don't think that every man has that to where, like, first of all, you got to take care of your household. You can't just be all willy-nilly if you're that type of person. I think what I mean by that is just like you have to be able to take care of the household, like really like be a sole provider. I don't think that's for a bum guy who.
It has to be. No, you can't be a bum. Being a bum, emotional. You have to. It typically is like being a polygamist or any type of polygamy lifestyle will work if both of them have been through a lot. If they experience the monogamy and monogamous relationship, they have to experience that. I think it's important for everyone in the world to experience monogamy. It's important for you to experience that so you understand. When you get cheated on, because that type of stuff numb your emotions sometimes. That you realize that, if I tell you right now, I think you are insecure. Right away, you'll think of another female. If your man told you you're insecure,
yeah,
a woman will right away get defensive and think that you're saying that you think she thinks that another woman is better than her, looks better than her, shaped better than her, something about another woman, correct?
Correct.
Insecurities, look up the meaning. Insecurity.
I love Sade. Sade, like, why we can't see y'all? Sade, we on the podcast. That's why, baby. But go ahead. It's like radio station.
Insecurity also believes, and insecurity is also an issue when it comes to insecurity is an issue with the relationship. And I think as men, we affect women with insecurity.
Yeah.
I had that in a relationship. It's insecure. Because the trust isn't there. Mm-hmm. So it's not that you're insecure about, when a man says that to him, it's not that you're insecure about another woman. He's saying you're insecure about me, that you don't trust me. That's what he's trying to say. And you like, I don't trust you. For what we've been through. You said, I apologize for that. Yeah, but then you don't go nowhere. So you forgive, but you never forget. And I think that's the hardest part of relationships, when you always remind of the things you've done to that person.
It's so cool. I'm actually looking at Google right now, and I just Googled monogamy, and it's a noun for those who don't know that. But the practice or state of being married to one person at a time, or the practice or state of having a sexual relationship with one partner. It also goes on to say the habit of having only one mate at a time, because everybody's borrowed.
Yeah, a lot of
you're not gonna have that person forever anyway.
Right. Do you think about somebody when I was on the show, a particular show, and the reason I even tell people know I got on the show in a situation where I wanted to bring the lifestyle to the world.
Yeah.
And a lot of people thought, Love and Hip Hop, because everybody look at Love and Hip Hop, that's something that Love and Hip Hop was created with VH1, that partnership. I wanted to get on it, right, to use that momentum to introduce the world to my lifestyle. That wasn't I'm not a Love and Hip Hop guy. That's not what I wanted to be. Character, no, just to introduce. I was accepted to do it to the world too, and I knew Love and Hip Hop had a platform. I knew VH1 had a platform, so that was my opportunity to introduce it to the world. When it comes to when you talk about, they say I was a womanizer, and if people don't understand, when you hear womanizer, what do you think does it mean?
Like it sounds like you just mean to women, and like you there to abuse them and tear them down.
Do anyone knows the meaning of womanizer?
What's your meaning, bro? I can be looking it up.
No, it's not my meaning. I'm just saying what it means. I'm not gonna tell you. There's no.
Oh, that's what I just said is what I think it means.
A womanizer is a man that has casual sex with random women. Look it up. That's a womanizer.
Womanizer, plural, noun. A man who engages in numerous casual sexual affairs with women.
People don't even know what the hell the meaning is.
It sounds so harsh, though.
You're a womanizer. There's a lot of manizers out there.
It's a lot of manizers. It's a lot of Wow.
That's what it means, sis. A lot of people don't know what womanizer means. You have to enlighten them and educate these people out here. Because you know what? If you want to hide anything from us as African Americans, put it in the book.
Put it in the book. Oh my gosh.
What we hear and what we see. You look like a womanizer. Is that what a womanizer? That's what a womanizer is right there. If I don't know what it means, but this is what it is. It gotta be it.
Wow.
So everybody call me a womanizer.
Hey, if you got access to Google, man, look up womanizer. It actually says a man who engages in numerous casual sexual affairs with women.
I'm not a womanizer. When I was younger, I was a womanizer. Mm-hmm. Yes.
I called you a slayer, but go ahead.
Yeah, that was a womanizer. They were manizers though. They was boynizers.
See? I called that a slayer, and the whole time you was a womanizer.
I was a girl-nizer.
Moving on, Akbar. So, just as a person who has experienced that, what is an advice that you can give to somebody, like if they wanted their significant other to be a part of that lifestyle? They love this woman. They don't want to let her go. What can they say? Can they just be like, babe, I want to have somebody else? Because do you feel the women out? How do you know they want to be a part of that?
You don't know, man. I think a lot of times in any relationship, just like when I swore up and down, I would never go eat a girl out. When I was in high school, you know what I'm saying? I just like, I never do that. Eat a girl out, never. No, I got all this hair for a reason. But look, all jokes aside, you don't know what everybody think they know what they want. Even y'all have this idea how a relationship's supposed to be, and y'all have this fairy tale in your mind, or how y'all want your relationship to play out. Mm-hmm. And it's like y'all draft men like sports. Y'all draft us potential and what we could be. Y'all love us, but y'all look at us and say, dang, I see this in him. But if we don't become what y'all expect us to be, y'all done with it. Y'all don't want to deal with us no more. If we don't fit into that criteria, if you say to yourself, women like men, I'm telling you, women who are nurtured, they love men who they can fix.
Wow.
It's like women look at it like going into a house. When you purchase a home and you see how much work it needs. If it needs too much work, you're not gonna purchase this house. If it needs a floor, little paint here, I'll take it, give it to me. Room, move in ready. Mm-hmm. But you don't want a house that you don't gotta fix up, do nothing to it. You're like, no, something ain't right about this house. And you start seeing it look too perfect. You say, the woman asks you, did another woman live here with you? Like, no, why? It's just